I'd like to ask you a question. How many of you feel that you've made a difference in life? That's awesome. That's a lot. That's impressive. Today I'm going to take you on a journey about a man who laughed in the face of death and saved some lives while doing so. A person who's made a difference in life. When this journey first started, my friend Al was 25 years old and was 4 months away from marrying his high school sweetheart. I was working in my income tax preparation store, which well explains why I didn't even have a girlfriend. It was a really slow Monday night when I got the most devastating phone call of my life. It was from my friend Al. And after some hemming and hawing and small talk, Al decided to tell me that he had been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer. As I stared at the empty seats in front of me, I said to him, "Al, I'm sorry I can't talk to you right now. I have a customer. I'm going to have to call you back." There was no customer. And there's no callback. What was I supposed to say to my best friend who was just about to die? After all, he was only 25 years old. Thankfully, Al didn't give up on his life as much as I had. He fought cancer hard. He went through horrible treatments that made him sicker than the cancer actually did. He even shaved his head so that he wouldn't be embarrassed by losing his hair. This is all natural. After 4 months of these heinous treatments that they called chemotherapy, Al beat cancer. I was so proud to stand up next to him on that very special wedding day. I wish I could tell you that this was the end of Al's journey and he lived happily ever after, but I can't. Cancer does not always remain in remission. At this point of the journey, Al is now 29 years old, was just about to get married for a second time, when he decided to drop the bomb on me again. His cancer was back, and this time it was worse. I was so angry that there's a possibility that I could lose him again. With the new cancer came new treatments, and this time I'd experienced them firsthand. He had previously told me about passing out in elevators and hallways, but watching how weak and feeble he was after a treatment was like reality slapping me right in the face. He was undergoing radiation treatment this time, and he froze sperm because it was going to make him sterile. He absolutely wanted a family. He also decided to fight cancer in a different way this time. A little background information. The Terry Fox runs had pretty well died in schools. The year before his school, Immaculata, had only raised $1,000. He decided that he was going to go in front of the entire student body and tell them that he had cancer. Yes, he had survived it once before and hoped to survive it this time, but he could die, like Terry Fox had died. That year, Immaculata raised $7,000 for cancer research. The next year, 14. The great thing is that other schools also challenged Immaculata to raise more money than they did. In his tenure there, Immaculata raised $85,000. So you would think that with all this excellent success with Terry Fox programs, that he would have support no matter where he went. His next year, he went to Holy Trinity High School, and the principal had told him that they could not have a Terry Fox run because it interfered with other school activities. Coincidentally, at that time, Betty Fox had contacted Al after hearing about his previous success to launch a national program, a national Terry Fox program, and launch it at his school. When he told her that they didn't have a Terry Fox run, she immediately was on the phone with the principal of Holy Trinity, and he could not say no to Betty Fox. He couldn't say no to Al this time either. Since that day, Holy Trinity has raised $450,000 for cancer research. That makes a direct total for Al alone of $500,000. A couple hundred of that has come out of my pocket. I can't even count the number of times that guy has taken my last 20. If you add the other million that the other schools have raised, wow, how many lives has that saved? We can't put a number on that. But we do know that cancer patients survive more today than they did 20 years ago. Al's journey is not over. He is now 44 years old. He is teaching at Holy Trinity High School and has 2 children, Matthew and Natalie. He stood up to the face of death, laughed, stood tall, and won. He beat cancer twice. I ask you now to look at the person beside you, because that person may be sitting here because of Al and his journey. Fellow Toastmasters, honorable judges, and welcome guests, the next time your neighborhood kid comes and asks you to sponsor him for the Terry Fox Run, please also remember Al and his journey. I did. Al has made a difference in life, and you can make a difference too. Thank you.